All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second game of our triple header. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The Panthers are off to a rough start. They're 1-4. The 49ers are 3-2. The 49ers come into this week, a couple of games behind the Rams. The Rams will play next against the Lions. So the Rams are 5-0. The Niners are 2 games back at 3-2. Let's see. Let's check out the standings. Gracie is 30-27 now, 3 games over 500. Evil Dead got the last game wrong. He's 40-35, 5 games up. And Misty got the last game right. She's 32-29. Misty, who do you have in this one? San Francisco. She's taking them. Gracie, she's taking the Niners too. And we'll find out who Evil Dead says. And let's take care of this individual. Before I go any further, I don't like being solicited. No solicitation here. All right. With that being said, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. And on YouTube, where this is, and hit that notification bell. All right, Panthers 49ers here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. It's the Panthers and the 49ers. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The Panthers at 1-4, the 49ers at 3-2. Evil Dead's got the Niners. All three of you have San Francisco in this one. Panthers have been struggling. They're 1-4 coming in. And Carolina will kick off. That's Chris Jackson to kick from the 3-yard line on the return for San Francisco. This is number 82. No, 82, I'm sorry. That was Vince Armstrong, the 9th-year receiver out of Miami. Dylan Gabriel, the starting quarterback, in his 3rd year out of the University of Oregon. 2 weeks ago, he tied a sim season record, throwing 5 touchdown passes in one game. He and Garrett Green of the Browns are the only 2 players to ever do that in sim season history. 1st and 10 from the 49ers at their own 30-yard line. Gabriel in the shotgun. Beautiful day here in Santa Clara. Gabriel fakes the handoff, throws, and it's nearly picked off. Broken up by the linebacker. That's Dwayne Gates, the 6th-year linebacker out of Arizona. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Niners come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel hands off to Adam Pierce up the middle. And Pierce picks up 3 yards out to the 33-yard line and bring up 3rd and 7. Pierce in his 5th year out of Texas A&M. Texas A&M, who upset Texas the other night to make the Southwest Conference Championship game in my college football sim. Gabriel looking on 3rd and 7. Throws it outside where it's caught. I think that's Graham. Donovan Graham, the rookie receiver out of San Diego State. Yes, it is. Donovan Graham, number 87. And that'll be a 49er first down. That was a gain of 9 on the play. 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel hands off to Pierce. And Adam Pierce across midfield to the 49. A gain of 9, and one of the Panthers got shaken up on the play. Number 95. That's Elijah Andrews, the defensive end. He'll go to the sideline in his third year out of Arizona State. Still the opening drive of the ball game. 2nd and 1 for San Francisco at the Panther 49-yard line. Opening drive here at Levi's Stadium. Beautiful day. Sunny skies. Temperatures in the low 70s. 5 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Gabriel back. Throws and caught underneath. Making the catch, Austin McNeil, the tight end, down to the 39-yard line. A 10-yard gain and a 49er first down. McNeil in his 5th year out of Virginia. 1st and 10 from the Panther 39. 4 wide. Gabriel in the gun. Gabriel to Pierce. And Pierce putting his head down and getting down to the 36, a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Want to welcome everybody in who watched the Steelers beat the Chargers 7-6. On 2nd and 7, Gabriel looking. Gabriel going to take off. Gabriel slides at the 29. He's going to be just shy of the first down. It's not where you end up. It's when you start the slide. That's where they mark you down. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Niners at the Panther 29-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Gabriel in between them in the shotgun. Gabriel hands off to Isaiah Lawson. He's going to lose 4.5 yards back to the 34-yard line. The tackle made by Donovan Elliott, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Cal Berkeley. Homecoming for him. It'll be 4th down. And this will be a 51-yard field goal attempt by Brad Morgan, the rookie out of Purdue. From 51 yards. Kick is up. And he nailed it from 51. And the Niners take a 3-0 lead. Boy, that had room to spare. 5:10 left in the first quarter. Niners up 3-0. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. That's a nice kick. And now the Panthers will get it for the first time. Kicking off for San Francisco would be Chris Hankerson, the punter. From the 5-yard line on the return for the Panthers, Kendall Anderson, the 2nd-year receiver out of Iowa, brings it out to the 22-yard line. Starting quarterback Luke George, homecoming for him as well, in his 2nd year out of Cal Berkeley. First and 10 Carolina from their own 22-yard line, down 3-0 here in the first quarter. We have the Lions and the Rams up next. That's the game I'm looking forward to. Lions at 4-1, the Rams at 5-0. They hand off to Darryl Holt, and Holt's going to lose 3 yards back to the 20-yard line. Jay Howell on the tackle, the 8th-year linebacker out of Columbia. It'll be 2nd and 13. Darryl Holt in his 11th year out of Maryland, running back. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Carolina comes out. George in the shotgun on 2nd and 13. George hands off to Holt. He gets nailed again. A loss of 1 more yard. This time it was Carroll Harris, the linebacker, in his 12th year out of Texas. 3rd and 14 for Carolina. They're going backwards here on their opening drive. At their own 19-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking. George looking. George steps up. He's going to take off. And he gets the first down out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 19 on the run. First down, Carolina. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks take off and run this week. I mean, a lot. If it works, though, use it. 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. In motion is Lee, the tight end. George throws and out to Jared Moore, out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Jared Moore, the third-year tight end out of Notre Dame. Panthers had a 2 tight end setup there. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Carolina at their own 40-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George looking. George looking. George getting sacked back at the 34-yard line. A loss of 7. Sack made by Philip Lewiston, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Missouri. And that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for Carolina at their own 34-yard line. Niners up 3-0. Here in the first quarter, under 3 minutes left. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George looking. Throws a screen pass to Darrell Holt. He's close to the marker, but he was close to the original marker. A gain of 5. It'll be 4th and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Carolina's going to have to punt. Jordan Finch will come on. 8th-year punter out of Auburn, the former Buccaneer punter, gets the punt away. And that'll be caught at the 9, or actually the 14, I'm sorry, and brought back to the 17-yard line. That's Damon Graham on the return, the rookie out of San Diego State. 1st and 10, San Francisco at their own 17. They lead it 3-0 with 2:31 left here in the first quarter. The second game of our triple-header. Steelers beat the Chargers 7-6 in the game right before this one. On 1st and 10, Gabriel hands off to Pierce, and Adam Pierce to the 19, a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Niners come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Gabriel in the shotgun. Now they shift, single back, 4 wide. And now back to 5 wide as Pierce goes to the line. Gabriel drops back. Gabriel throws and caught underneath by Austin McNeil out to the 27-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6. It's going to bring up 3rd and inches. .140 left in the first quarter. 4 wide for the Niners. Gabriel under center, 3rd and inches. Gabriel to Pierce, gets the first down, and Adam Pierce to the 29, a gain of 2. First down, San Francisco. Coming up to make the tackle, number 97. That's James Brandon, the 3rd-year defensive end out of Central Florida. 1st and 10, San Francisco at their own 29-yard line. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel hands off to Pierce again. No, that's not Pierce. That's number 82, Vince Armstrong. He lined up in the backfield, the wide receiver. He gains 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Niners will do that a lot. They'll line up Armstrong as a running back. 3 to the far side on 2nd and 7. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel back, throws, and caught by the tight end, McNeil, out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards, and one of the offensive linemen got shaken up. That's Page. He's the center. Brandon Page. That'll stop the clock with 38 seconds left in the first quarter. 1st and 10, San Francisco at their own 48-yard line. Niners up 3-0. 3 to the far side. Gabriel in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gabriel looking. Gabriel rolls out, and Gabriel's going to take off. Dylan Gabriel slides at the 45-yard line, a gain of 7, as they cross midfield in the Panther territory. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. We're coming up on the end of the first quarter here. This might be the last play. On 2nd and 3 from the Panther 45. Pierce in motion. Empty backfield now. Gabriel looking, throws to Pierce. Outside, turns upfield. Inside the 40, down to the 38. At the end of 1, Niners up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. We start the second quarter. Niners lead the Panthers 3-0. And San Francisco has it 1st and 10 at the Carolina 38-yard line. As we start quarter number 2. Niners at 3 and 2, the Panthers at 1 and 4. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel looking, throws near side and caught down the sideline by McNeil to the 26. A gain of 12 and a 49er first down. Move those chains. Niners come out 5 wide on 1st down. Gabriel in the shotgun from the Panther 26. Pierce in motion now. Gabriel draws back. Gabriel in trouble now, rolls out. And Gabriel's going to take off inside the 10, and Gabriel down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 20 on the scramble and a Niner first down. Looking like Steve Young, his number on this play. Except he's not a southpaw. 1st and goal, San Francisco at the Panthers 6-yard line. Niners can make this a 2-score game already. They come out 4 wide. Gabriel under center. Gabriel looking. Gabriel looking. Gabriel walks right into a sack. That'll be a loss of 12 yards. It was James Brandon, the defensive end, on the sack. And that's going to make it 2nd and goal back at the 18-yard line. .6:52 and counting here in the first half. Just a 3-0 game. Boy, what's with all the low-scoring games so far? We had some high-scoring games yesterday. 2nd and goal from the 18, 4 wide. Gabriel under center. Gabriel hands off to Pierce. And Adam Pierce to the 16. A gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 16-yard line. 6:22 and counting here in the first half. Four wide, 3 to the far side. Gabriel in the shotgun. 3rd and goal. Gabriel looking. Gabriel steps up. Gabriel gets sacked. Back to the 18, a loss of 2. On the sack, that's Trevor Norton, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Missouri. And once again, the Niners are going to have to settle for 3. Panther defense keeping them in this game. So Brad Morgan will come on. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt to make it 6-0. From 35 yards, Morgan's kick is up and good. And the Niners lead it 6-0. .541 left in the first half. Here at Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, Week 6. Here at Jammin' Sports. Let's see who they play next week in Week 7. Both these teams. Let's take a look. San Francisco will host Atlanta And Carolina will host Washington next week. And now Chris Hankerson will kick off. From the 5, on the return, this is John Cunningham, the fifth-year receiver out of Oregon. And Cunningham brings it out to the 26-yard line. And Luke George will come back out to lead the Panther offense. Panthers are lucky. They're only down 6-0. They should be down 14-0. Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George, a draw play to Darrell Holt. And Holt to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3. Carroll Harris, the linebacker, on the tackle, will bring up 2nd and 7. .5:19 and counting. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun on 2nd down. In motion is Moore, the tight end. George looking. George, it gets sacked back at the 22-yard line. A loss of 7. Sack made by James Watson, the rookie out of Tennessee, the defensive tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 14. Under 5 minutes left here in the first half. 6-0 49ers. Four wide, make it 5 for Carolina on 3rd and 14. George in the shotgun. George looking, in trouble, and he gets sacked again. It's a fumble and picked up by San Francisco at the 9-yard line. Recovering the loose football for San Francisco is James Watson, the rookie out of Tennessee. Let's see who made the hit. That knocked the ball loose. It was number 90. That was B.J. Buchanan, the 5th-year defensive end out of Georgia Southern. And the Niners get a turnover, and now they have a very short field. Let's see if they can't cash this in. It'll be 1st and goal at the Panther 9 with 4:36 left. So the Niner defense has set them up nicely here. Niners come out in the eye. Gabriel under center. Gabriel pitches to Pierce around the outside. Pierce inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. I thought he was going to get in there for a moment. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. Niners come out 4 wide once again. Gabriel in the shotgun, single back. Gabriel to Pierce, and Pierce bounces in for the touchdown. Flips over the line there. A 3-yard touchdown run by Adam Pierce, the 5th-year back out of Texas A&M. And the Niners go up 12-0. Kind of alley-ooped into the end zone. And now Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point. Morgan for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. 13-0 San Francisco. 4:05 left to play in the first half. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Don't forget, up next, we will have a 3rd game tonight. It'll be the Lions and the Rams. We'll head down to SoFi in Los Angeles for that one. The Lions are 4-1, and the Rams are 5-0. That should be a good game. Hankerson will kick off for San Francisco. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line. Bringing it back will be Kendall Anderson out to the 22-yard line. 4:01 left in the half. Niners up 13-0 on Carolina. Luke George, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Cal Berkeley, comes back out to lead the Panthers offense. Carolina comes out, 3 to the far side, 1st and 10. George calling an audible now on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, throws, and overthrows his receiver downfield. He was looking for Philip Lee, the tight end, in his second year out of Southern Miss. It'll be 2nd and 10 at their own 22-yard line. 3:58 left in the half. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George looking. George throws and caught by Jared Moore down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 8. Sam Black makes the tackle, the safety, in his 6th year out of Miami. Jared Moore, the 3rd-year tight end out of Notre Dame. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Carolina at their own 30. George in the shotgun. Holt in motion. George looking. George fires and caught by Darryl Holt out of the backfield out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 14, and that'll be a Carolina first down. Panthers trying to get something going here before halftime. Carolina does get the second half kickoff. 1st and 10 at their own 44. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking. George fires it off to Jared Moore, but they're going to lose. You don't see a 10-yard loss on a pass play very often. And that's what the Panthers, Carolina doing Carolina things, a 10-yard loss on a pass play. That was a completed pass. It'll be 2nd and 20 from the 34-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and caught out to the 44-yard line. That was a nice catch by J.T. Franklin, the 6th-year receiver out of SMU. Got the 10 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 44-yard line. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning in a rapidly moving first half. On 3rd and 10, George draws back, throws, and caught by John Cunningham down the sideline, all the way down to the 19-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning. It's a 37-yard gain by Cunningham. And now the Panthers are in business. They can make it a one-possession game. 1st and 10 from the 49 or 19-yard line as we come out of the 2-minute warning. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 4 wide, George in the gun. 1st and 10. George looking, throws, and dropped. J.T. Franklin had it and dropped it. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. I think that was John Quick, not the other one, in his 2nd year out of Georgia. 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Everybody in tight. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and caught underneath by Jared Moore down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 7. Michael Miller, the safety, on the tackle in his 9th year out of Florida State. 1:37 and counting. 3rd and 3, Carolina at the 49er 12. 4 wide. George in the gun. Quick in motion. George looking. Pops up in the air, and they're lucky that wasn't picked off. They were looking for Jared Moore. Fortunately for the Panthers, there were no 49ers near the ball. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Panthers will probably kick the field goal. Chris Jackson will come on. This will be from 29 yards. To get Carolina on the board, the kick is up. And it's good. Niners lead it 13-3. And there's still time left on the clock, 1:08. And the Niners still have all 3 of their timeouts. A 10-point San Francisco lead. Don't forget, we have the Lions and the Rams after this. Triple header tonight. We'll have a double header tomorrow night. We'll wrap up the week. Tomorrow night, we'll wrap up week 6 with Green Bay at Minnesota and Kansas City at the Raiders. That'll be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. There's the kick from the 7-yard line. On the return, Vince Armstrong out to the 29. First and 10. A minute 3 left in the half. Let's see what the 49ers can do. First and 10 from the 29. Gabriel in the shotgun. Pierce in motion now, empty backfield. Gabriel throws, dumps it off to Armstrong. As he comes across the middle, gets 3 yards out to the 32. It'll be 2nd and 7, 1 minute left as the Niners take a timeout. 2nd and 7 at their own 32-yard line. Niners come out, 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. In motion is McNeil. Gabriel looking, throws downfield and incomplete. Looking for Armstrong, and it was broken up by Tucker Smith, the 10th-year safety out of Arkansas. Nice play by Smith. It'll be 3rd and 7. Niners at their own 32 with 56 seconds left in the half. 4 wide for San Francisco. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel drops back. Gabriel throws outside, caught by McNeil. Austin McNeil out to the 46. And that'll be a gain of 14 and a San Francisco first down. He rolls out of bounds to stop the clock. They don't have to take a timeout. 51 seconds left here in the first half. Niners trying to increase their lead. They have it at their own 46. Gabriel in the shotgun. Pierce in motion. Gabriel takes the snap. Throws outside. Caught by McNeil again. Actually, it's not McNeil. It's 89. Leroy Patrick, the other tight end, in his 4th year out of Ohio State. A gain of 4 out to the 49-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock is moving. 30 seconds left. Five wide, empty backfield. Gabriel throws and caught underneath by Armstrong. Actually, that's Bernard Jefferson out to the 40-yard line. And the Niners take a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 19 seconds left. First and 10 for the 40-yard line. Misty's moving stuff around. On 1st and 10, 4 wide, Gabriel in the shotgun. Empty backfield now. Gabriel drops back, throws downfield, and caught by Pierce out of the backfield down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 22. And now the Niners are in field goal range. Will they take a timeout? We're down to 5 seconds left. And they finally do with 4 seconds. San Francisco will probably try a 35-yard field goal attempt here right before halftime. Brad Morgan, the 4th-year kicker out of Purdue. This will be from 35 yards. Snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. And the Niners go up 16-3. A 13-point San Francisco lead with 1 second left in the half. So the Niners will kick off. They'll probably kick it through the end zone. and give Detroit the ball at the 30-yard line. That's what I would do. You don't want to risk a return. And now Chris Hankerson will kick off. And that's what he does. He kicks it through the end zone, touchback. And now with 1 second left, the Panthers will have it at their own 30-yard line. 1 second left in the first half. Niners up 16-3. Four wide, three to the near side. George in the shotgun. Final play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. George looking. George fires deep down the near sideline. Jump ball and nearly caught. And we go to halftime. Niners 16, Panthers 3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. We go to the third quarter. The Niners lead the Panthers 16-3. San Francisco at 3-2. Carolina at 1-4 coming in. The Panthers will get the second half kickoff. Hankerson will kick off. From the 5 on the return, this is Kendall Anderson. Brings it out to the 24-yard line. The second-year receiver out of Iowa. And now Luke George will come back out. Some highlights. George getting sacked and stripped of the football. And George getting sacked again. Lucky that wasn't called a fumble. Been a rough first half. Carolina only has 3 points to show for their efforts. They'll start at their own 24-yard line. Beautiful day here in Santa Clara. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Moore in motion. George looking. Steps up. Breaks a tackle. And runs out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Second half just underway. Niners up by 13. Panthers trying to get back in the game. 2nd and inches. Carolina at their own 34. 4 wide. Franklin in motion. George looking. George rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Darrell Holt out to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards and a Carolina first down. If the Panthers can get a touchdown here, it'll make it a one-possession game. 4 wide, single back. George in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Moore in motion. Fakes the handoff. George throws and overthrows a receiver downfield. Incomplete. Looking for John Cunningham. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lions-Rams up next. We'll head down the coast to Los Angeles on 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. George throws outside and caught. John Quick on the sideline. A gain of 3 yards out to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. John Quick in his second year out of Georgia. Panthers come out 4 wide, single back on 3rd down. George in the shotgun. Quick in motion. George looking. George throws down the middle and caught by Holt out of the backfield across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The linebacker, Carol Harris, finally making the tackle, along with Gaithers, number 83, Thomas Gaithers, the linebacker. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 49er 48-yard line. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Franklin in motion. George looking. George takes off. And George down to the 35, a gain of 13. Picks up another first down with his feet. First down, Panthers. At the Niner 35-yard line. Four wide for Carolina on 1st and 10. From the Niner 35. In motion is Moore. So they hand off to Darryl Holt. Picks up 2 to the 33-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. 5:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Panthers have worked it down to the San Francisco 33-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. George in the shotgun. Holt in motion. George throws down the middle and caught by, that was John Quick, I believe, number 83 on the catch. A gain of 11 down to the 22-yard line, and that'll be a Carolina first down. Panthers knocking at the door now, 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Franklin in motion once again. George looking. Throws to Holt out of the backfield, and he gets out to the 21, a gain of 2 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Well, it's been a long drive by Carolina. We're coming up on 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide, single back. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 8. Holt in motion. George looking. Throws and overthrows Jared Moore, the tight end, down the sideline. And that'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 21-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. Moore in motion. George rolls out, and George is going to get sacked back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 6 yards. The sack was made by Albert Griffin, the rookie defensive end out of Iowa State. It'll be 4th down. And the Panthers will have to settle for 3. Chris Jackson will come on. This will be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Jackson, the second-year kicker out of Tennessee. From 43, the kick is up. And the kick is good. So the Panthers make it a 10-point game. It's still a 2-possession game. Niners lead it 16-6. With 3:24 left to play in the third quarter. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Tomorrow night we'll have the Packers at the Vikings and the Chiefs at the Raiders. That'll wrap up week 6, and we still have the Lions and the Rams after this. There's the kick. From the 5 on the return. This is Damon Graham, and Graham out to the 29-yard line. .320 left to play in the third quarter. Niners will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Still up by 10. Niners come out 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Pierce in motion, Gabriel back. Gabriel throws, and Pierce drops it out of the backfield. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 3:17 left in the third quarter. 4 wide, Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel. Hands off to Pierce. He's going to be hit for a 3-yard loss back to the 26-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle for the Panthers, number 93. That's Damian Griffey in his 6th year out of Penn State, the defensive end. Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Panthers trying to get a stop here. 5 wide, empty backfield. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel looking. Gabriel steps up, and Gabriel's going to take off, and he gets the first down out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 18. First down, San Francisco. Keeps their drive alive. .235 and counting. First and 10 Niners at their own 44. They come out in the I formation. Gabriel under center. Gabriel to Pierce. And Adam Pierce out to the 49. A 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Wade Sullivan on the tackle, the linebacker, in his 6th year out of Michigan. Coming up on 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. Niners up 16-6. Gabriel under center this time with a single back. Takes the snap, hands off to Pierce around the outside. And Adam Pierce picks up a yard to midfield. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4, make it a 2-yard gain. Third quarter clock is winding down. 1:35 and counting. 4 wide on 3rd and 4. Gabriel in the shotgun. Pierce in motion now, empty backfield. Gabriel throws down the middle, caught by Pierce. Picks up the first down, 9 yards, down to the 41-yard line. The linebacker, Wade Sullivan, again on the tackle. First down, San Francisco at the Carolina 41. As we're coming up on 1 minute left to play in the third. Single back, 4 wide. Gabriel in the gun. Gabriel looking, throws, and caught underneath by Alex Myers down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 9. Alex Myers, the 6th year receiver out of Delaware, his first catch of the afternoon. It'll be 2nd and inches at the Panther 31-yard line. They spread out the receivers, 4 wide. Gabriel in the gun. Gabriel to Pierce, picks up the first down. 4 yards to the 27-yard line. We're down to 20 seconds left. This will probably be the final play of the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the Panther 27-yard line. 4 wide, Gabriel in the gun. Pierce in motion. Gabriel back. Throws down the middle and caught for a 7-yard gain. That's the end of the third quarter. Niners up 16-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Levi Stadium. That was Eddie Ray, the fullback in his 8th year out of Kentucky, who caught the pass on the previous play for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Niners at the 20-yard line as we start the fourth quarter. Niners lead by 10 over Carolina. On 2nd and 3, 4 wide, Gabriel in the shotgun. Pierce in motion, Gabriel back. Throws underneath and caught by Eddie Ray once again. Ray lined up as a tight end on the play there in his 8th year out of Kentucky. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for San Francisco. 4 wide, single back, Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel looking, throws underneath again, and it's caught by Austin McNeil, the tight end. Good for 5, down to the 7-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. San Francisco up by 10. They can make this a 3-score game with a touchdown. In the I formation, Gabriel under center. Hands off to Pierce up the middle. And Pierce to the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Under 7 minutes to play. Niners trying to put this one away already. 5 wide, empty backfield. Gabriel on the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Gabriel back. Throws, caught, touchdown, San Francisco. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Alex Myers. And the 49ers go up 22-6. The extra point will make it a 3-possession game. That's a nice drive by the 49ers. Carolina's really never been in this game. The Niners have dominated. Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Niners lead it by 17, 23-6. It's a long drive. 6:45 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Remember, we have the Lions and the Rams coming up next. Our 3rd game tonight. We have a triple header going on tonight. We'll head down to Los Angeles for that one. And now Chris Hankerson will kick off. From the 7-yard line on the return is Kendall Anderson. And Anderson gets outside and gets out to the 34. Tackled by the kicker, Hankerson. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Down by 17. They have their work cut out for them. 6:41 left. They got to score 3 times. And 2 of them have to be touchdowns. Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George looking. George throws and caught in a crowd. What a catch by J.T. Franklin. Out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 14. Talk about threading a needle there. Luke George threaded one. Panthers have it at their own 48, 1st and 10. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking. George rolls out, throws, and caught again. This time by J.T. Franklin again. It's a 14-yard gain down to the 38-yard line of San Francisco. So the Panthers quickly downfield trying to get back in the game. 1st and 10 from the 49er 38. 4 wide, George under center. George to Holt. Nope, fakes it. Looking, rolls out. He's going to take off down the sideline, picks up the 1st down, forced out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of 14. Another Panther 1st down. That'll stop the clock with 5:42 left. Now it runs. 4 wide, 3 to the far side, 1st and 10. George in the gun. Cunningham in motion. George looking. Steps up, throws, dumps it off to John Cunningham down to the 17, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Meanwhile, the clock is moving, 5:10 and counting. Second and 2 for Carolina from the Niners 17. 4 wide, George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and threw it at the feet of J.T. Franklin. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 17-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Panthers here if they want to get back in this game. They really need a touchdown. Here we go. 3rd and 2 for the 17. George in the gun. George looking. George throws underneath and caught by Darrell Holt down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be a first down. Keeps the drive going. Panthers may score, but I don't think they're going to win this game. Unless something dramatic were to happen. On 1st and 10, George throws a swing pass to Jared Moore, in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown catch by Jared Moore, and the Panthers make it a 2-possession game now. It's now 23-12. .425 left. There's still time. The extra point by Chris Jackson. Kick is up, and it's good. It's a 10-point game. Now the Panther defense has to get a stop. .425 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. 23-13, Niners lead it. And Chris Jackson will kick off for the Panthers. This will be fielded at the 5-yard line, bringing it back for San Francisco on the return is Vince Armstrong out to the 27. Look for San Francisco to try to keep this on the ground, eat up some time. Lions-Rams up next. First and 10, 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun, Pierce in motion. Gabriel looking. Gabriel throws, caught by Pierce out of the backfield. Down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2 as the clock keeps rolling. As we're coming up on 4 minutes left in regulation. Niners up by 10. Niners come out. 2 backs in the backfield. Gabriel between them in the shotgun. 2nd and 2. Hands off to Pierce. Gets the first down outside. Pierce across midfield to the Panther 47-yard line. A gain of 18 yards on the carry and a Niner first down. Coming up to make the tackle, Russ Snow, the safety, in his 4th year out of Iowa. Niners come out. Everybody in tight. Gabriel under center, 1st and 10. Gabriel to Pierce. And Pierce picks up a yard to the 46-yard line. Wade Sullivan on the tackle. Clock is moving. 3:13 and counting. San Francisco trying to put this one away. 2nd and 9 from the Panther 46. In the eye. Leroy Patrick in motion, the tight end. And we have a delay of game. Play clock ran down. They charged that to Gabriel. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 14. Niners at their own 49-yard line. Gabriel under center. Gabriel hands off to Pierce. Tries to get outside. He does. And Pierce down to the 44-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 7. At the Panther 44-yard line. 2:22 and counting. We'll probably have the 2-minute warning after this play. 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. They might just tick it down to the 2-minute warning. And they do. 2 minutes left to play. Levi's Stadium, Santa Clara, California, Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Niners up by 10. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7 from the Panther 44-yard line. Gabriel in the shotgun. Pierce in motion. Empty backfield now. Gabriel looking. Steps up, and Gabriel will take off. Gets the first down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 12. And the Panthers take a timeout. Evil Dead's going to be 41 and 35. Gracie's going to be 31 and 27. And Misty is going to be 33 and 29. On 1st and 10, they hand off to Pierce. A yard to the 31-yard line. Panthers take another timeout. 1:51 on the clock. The Panthers are down to their final timeout. Carolina will drop to 1 and 5. The 49ers are going to be 4 and 2. It'll be 2nd and 9 for San Francisco at the Carolina 31-yard line in the I formation. Patrick in motion. Gabriel to Pierce. Gets the first. No, he gets down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. And Carolina took their final timeout with 1:47 left. Been a tough year for the Panthers so far. They're going to be 1 and 5. 4 wide for San Francisco on 3rd down. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel to Pierce around the outside. And Russ Snow is there to make the tackle. A gain of just a yard. It'll be 4th and 4. Clock is moving. The 49ers will try a 43-yard field goal here. Brad Morgan will come on. He would put them up by 16. Or put them up by 13, I'm sorry. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Niners lead it 26-13. A 2-touchdown lead for the 49ers with 1:02 left. Carolina has no timeouts. It wasn't fancy, but the Niners are going to win it. They did dominate on defense. Morgan will kick off. Panthers are down by 2 touchdowns with just over 1 minute left and no timeouts. There's the kickoff by Brad Morgan. Well, actually, it's Hankerson from the 7-yard line. Anderson on the return, and Anderson brings it out to the 28-yard line. 58 seconds left. San Francisco will get ready for the Falcons next week. Carolina will get ready for the Commanders next week. First and 10, Carolina from their own 28. George looking. Steps up and gets sacked and fumbles. The lineman picks it up. Clock is moving. 45 seconds. A loss of 5. Back to the 23-yard line. Panthers have no choice to go to the no-huddle offense. George on 2nd and 15. Rolls out, and George throws it away. Incomplete. 28 seconds left to bring up 3rd and 15. Lions-Rams up next. Looking forward to that one. 4 wide for the Panthers on 3rd and 15. George in the shotgun. George looking. George looking. Steps up. And George is going to take off, and he's going to be hit shy of the marker. A gain of 10. It'll be 4th and 5 at the 33-yard line. Carroll Harris came up, made the tackle. It'll be 4th down. Panthers have to go for it. Or they might just let the clock run up. Final seconds ticking away. They get the playoff. George looking. George throws. And that's ball game. Your final score, the 49ers 26, the Panthers 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Lions-Rams up next.